Oh, crafty friends, are you guys ready to make some beautiful, beautiful cards today? Hi, Kathy Girl and Annette and Brenda and Karen. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Diane and Annette. Did I say Annette? Jane. Hi, Jane. Hi, Diane. I probably repeated a couple names there, but better that than missing anybody. Hey, we are going to make some gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful bubble cards today. We got Susan here.
Hi,
and
everyone.
we got Bryce here. And guess what? We have to cancel the hi Betty Goswell. We have to cancel the blindfold challenge for today because Margie's daughter was sick and couldn't pick up Emma. And so we have Bryce instead of Margie on this Thursday, but we will still do the blindfold challenge. That whatever they have in store for us, one thing I guarantee, it's evil, because Brittany's offering to let Bryce do it, and he's chuckling and saying, "No way, he's doing it." So yeah, so there we go. Oh, Brittany says it's not that bad. It could have been much worse. Yeah, Kathy Girl wants to know, bummer, will Bryce do the challenge? Nope. All right. Well, anyway, we'll postpone a week and we'll still get it done. All right, let's take a look at what we're going to make today. Go ahead and go to my hands, please. Hi, Mary Glosson. There we go. I'm going to make this one. Hi, Betty McSorley. We sure missed you when you weren't here. Hi, Glenn. I'm going to make this one. I'm going to make this one. I'm going to make this one. All these cards today are easy, but they sure are pretty. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I was going to show you how they lay out. I need to do that. Let's take a look at the kit first. This kit, we took the unusual step of including a Stardust Dazzle or Stickles. Thank you. Lost my word there. A Stardust Stickles in this kit because the Stickles make so much difference in this. So, all right. Oh, you stickled your toppers earlier. That was smart, Diane. You're so clever, friend. Okay, your kit has our toppers. Let's look at our toppers. Here's our topper sheet. Here's our beautiful, beautiful foiled cardstock. And here's the top of the cardstock that we're going to use so much of there. Let's see how these lay out. This one is going to go on one of these two sides. Oops. Thank you. This one's coming from here. This one is coming from here. This one's coming from here. And this one's coming from here. Do not throw your sheet away until we're done, because we're going to recapture one of our throwaway pieces here. So don't crinkle that up and throw it away. All right, so that's how they lay out on your cardstock. All right, we'll start with these. And the other components of your kit: a full bottle of Stardust Stickles, 3 Silver Mary Mats, a DL card, which is a 4x8, 4 European A6 envelopes, of course, and foam squares. All righty, let's get going. I'm going to go ahead and cover 3 of my cards with silver mirror board. Oh, grab a wider tape here. I've really kind of gotten spoiled with this wider tape by Craft Style, I have to say. I still like my Hunkydory tape too, but I do like the wide tape also. Did some of you guys get your kits, and are you working along? Hello, Annette. All right. We're gonna. Oh, good. Excellent. Okay. Anybody else working with us today?
Me.
Susan's working with us. There we go. Oops, let's trim that down, or I'll be wondering why things don't fit right. Oh, what luxury. I let my scissors get kind of dull, and I sharpened them right before class today, and they're cutting like butter. Amazing how that works when you sharpen them. Do love my Fiskars scissor sharpener. If you don't have one, that's kind of a must-have. Okay, that's all right, Betty. Oh, good, Jane G. I'm glad you made them already. Very good. Well, it doesn't really take a lot to take off and run with this kit, because it's pretty straightforward, but they're just so beautiful. We still had to make them into a class kit because they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. All right. Oh, newsletter. I'm surprised you guys haven't asked me about newsletter yet. Newsletter has not been done yet because I forgot until about midnight, and by then I was knee deep in working on my business books, and I just decided I was going to keep doing what I was doing, and I'll do the newsletter tonight. I'm sorry if that's inconvenient to anybody, but I just had too many conflicting priorities, and I need to get my business books done because we're trying to refinance our house and take advantage of the low interest rates, and they need business books to do it. So it's kind of like tax time in the middle of the year. Oops.
Shouldn't it make your taxes easier though?
Oh, it's going to make my taxes way easier because I'll have my business books done through September.
Look at you go.
Yes. Should make tax season next year so much easier. But I do apologize because I know that some of you were waiting for links and I just forgot. I said in the middle of my production for the financial statements, I just totally forgot. So we'll get it for you though. If you're waiting for something, don't worry, I'll get it. I'll try and get it out this afternoon or tonight. Kind of like a horse on my way to the stables. I can actually see the end line. I'm not anywhere near it yet. I still have quite a bit to do, but I can see the end in sight of my business books, and now I just want to finish it. Alrighty. Oh man, she's working with a client who hasn't done his taxes since 2016. I'll bet the IRS loves him. Oh yeah. Get about that far out, the IRS is going to come knocking on your door and say, what? Say what? You haven't done them since when? Okay. All right, we're going to take this one and I'm going to trim it all the way across at 3 7/8. I want to use those bobbles across the top. And we're going to use the bottom as separate card. So I'm going to go 3 7/8 all the way across. Then I'm going to do 5 5/8 and another 5 5/8. We have full ones. If you start at the end and work your way back, this was the top. If you start at this end and work your way back, you'll get full ornaments rather than partials or more full ones. So that lays out nicely. So we've got our 2 cardstocks for our first 2 cards, and the measurements are going to work perfectly on these 2 cards. As long as I'm cutting, let me go ahead and cut my final one that's going to be on this paper. I'm going to turn this around so the brown side is in on my cutter, and I'm going to cut another 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. You'll have one sheet left for a different card on a different day. Beautiful backer sheet, very neutral. You can use it for about anything. And I have my 3rd card from this set. So let's start with these. Now, I'm going to go to my topper sheet, and I want 2 things off my topper sheet for these cards. I want this border, this bottom border, and I want the separator between the 2 borders. See that one? I want that one also. I'm going to clip those off, and I'm going to use this little separator as a border. It's beautiful because it's foiled on both sides. It matches my card nicely. It'll add a little extra touch of foiling to my card. So for this one, I'm going to use the separator between the 2. I'm going to go ahead and I want to show you why I'm doing this. It has this nice but plain little border. So I'm going to put this little separator over the top, and I'm going to make that a nice, pretty, shiny border, which will be even better. Need a glue bottle, which I usually check before class starts and forgot today.
Okay.
I'm being silly. Oh, skip it. Just skip
What
it.
separator? This one.
Don't, yeah. Well, here, use this one. See, I didn't catch Susan. Didn't catch Susan fast enough to say don't throw that, but this can also be used as a single-sided border. Use that one.
Okay, thank you.
That's another throwaway strip. Don't ever crunch them up until we're finished the kit, because a fair number of times I will grab one of these pretty foiled pieces and use it. So, okay, I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to clip it off. And now I have a pretty foiled border on my card with a little bit of glue showing. Let's get rid of that. Let's see. There. Thank you, Fred. Brand new pack. It's one of the things I love about. Hey, Jordan. Hello. My daughter's on.
Whoa, hi, Jordan.
Okay. One of the things I love about Adorable Scorable is because of that plastic film on top. You can take a baby wipe and clean up any glue residue, make it look nice and shiny again. How's my girl today, Jordan? So I'm going to put some tape flags on this. Are you going to say hi to your daughter, Dad? Dad says no, he's not going to say hi to you, Jordan. Are you really not going to at least type a message hello to your daughter? Oh, you texted her. Okay. All right. You're forgiven. He texted you, babe, so he's not ignoring you. Your daddy still loves you. Okay. We want this little topper off of here, Joyous Noel. And a couple foam squares for that. Hi, Catherine. Welcome, friend. See you Saturday. All right, and then I'm going to put this Joyous Noel up on some foam squares at the top here. This one will be ready for foil. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Or ready for foil, ready for, you guys are talking about foils, and I'm confused. You know me, I get confused. Okay, this time I'm going to take the gray border and do the same thing. Let's put that gray border on. That will be beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You guys getting your videos downloaded okay? Those of you who are getting them? I've had quite a few questions from people trying to download to an iPhone. And the confusion comes in, or not necessarily an iPhone, but to any phone. The confusion comes in that it gives you the option to view or download. You need to download, guys. If you don't download, it won't play. So it's weird that it gives you the option to view or download. You have to download before you can play. And that messes up some folks. So be sure you hit that download button, and then it should play just fine on your iPhone. Tablets and things the same. If it gives you the option to view or download, say download. These are only going to play if you download them, because that's what we set it up to do. I'm putting some tape flags on the back of my made topper here.
Let's ask if the ornament kit has been posted yet.
No, Brittany, I told these guys yesterday that I would ask you to do the ornament kit as soon as possible.
What?
This one.
It's on my list for tomorrow.
Oh, she says it'll go up tomorrow.
I didn't have enough time to do that one and the poinsettia in one day.
Okay. All right. They're just anxious for that ornament kit.
Yep, tomorrow.
Okay. Not sold out, just not up yet. Okay. We don't see Roberta here yet today. That's unusual. Annette says, thank you, Brittany.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, we got Deck the Halls. We're putting on some foam squares and putting on this one. This one's ready for Stickles. I'm going to do the Stickles at one time so I don't manage to get my hands in all the cards. So these are done. Let's do our third card. I told you these were going to be fast, but they're going to be fast and absolutely beautiful. Now this one uses the brown strip off our sheet. I do love the way this brown strip looks on this brown background. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. They did such a nice job with this kit. All right, let's put a little glue on here.
Blue and
On the back of the brown foil, on the back of the brown foiled border, and I'm putting that down on the brown topper. Because it's really pretty there. There we go. We'll put that on with some tape flags. Oh, no Mary R either. That's true. That's very unusual. Have Mary R and Roberta gone. Yeah, if you haven't seen them yet, we just posted the first batch of Glenn's cards. Note how I said the first batch, Glenn, of of Glenn's cards on Facebook. I know lots of you have beautiful creations on Facebook. Do jump over there and take a look at some of the cards created by your classmates. There's some beautiful, beautiful projects over there. Glenn sent them to me and I said, can I post these? Because I thought they were gorgeous. Okay. All right. Now, let's punch out this. Oops. Let's punch out this round hopper from the front. And we also want this little square bubble from the center right. Beautiful. Okay. This time I'm going to break these two. Does the round go on the top or the bottom? It doesn't matter. Which, in fact, this is the side. So, Kathy girl, I'm doing this. I'm running it down the left-hand side, the fold side, but it could go either place. I like it this way, but it could go either place. I'm going to glue my ring flush to the card. And it's going right at the bottom. Hopefully more centered than I just made it. There we go. And, oops, I will do so, Diane. Sorry. I'm slowing down. Okay.
We're just regrouping.
All right. I'm putting my foam squares in the middle. You have a way of making a single loop bow using a screwdriver. Oh, I'd love to see that. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, you were talking to Kathy about her bows, Glenn. Kathy actually designed an additional bow that we're now incorporating in our bow classes, and we call it the Kathy bow. Instead of a 3-4-3 or a 4-5-4, we now have a 3-4-5-4-3.
My goodness.
It's beautiful. Yes, I glued down the ring, Diane. Then I put the centerpiece up on foam squares, and I'm putting this little topper up on foam squares. And I'm going to stop here for just a second. Let everybody catch up. And let me bring these over. Perhaps we'll stickle these. Let's stickle these. And we can, that way you can stickle some now, you can stickle some later. Okay, when we put our stickles on, I'm going to focus primarily on the areas that look like they're glittered on your ornaments. So to start with, I'm going to, I don't like the way that looks. It kind of globbed on when I first started it. So as I've said before, you can wash stickles off your card. It just kind of came out in a bubble there and popped. So I washed it off, dried it off with my hand, and now I can come right back in and do it again. You want just a light line, and let's follow that scallop around on the ornament. I'm using the deck, on the Deck the Halls card right now. And I'm also going to run a circle around my ornament that I'm working on. You know, my mom used to have these, when I was growing up, she had these ornaments that were like a soft minty green, and they were all very, very old. Now at the top of that, we have kind of a plaid sort of design. I'm going to drop a little bit of stickles, just a tiny dot in each one of those little boxes in the plaid there. But she had this gorgeous set of mint colored ornaments, and she used to put up her tree with these vintage mint ornaments, and she would spend hours and hours and hours hanging tinsel on the tree. And then she had a spotlight on the tree. It was really quite gorgeous. But yeah, we used to have a cat and a dog. We had a little 3-legged dog. Okay, next I did that long pointed ornament. I outlined the outside, then I took my stickles, and at the very bottom of that, you can see where there's kind of a starburst sort of thing saying there might be glitter there. I just drew a few little hash marks across my, here, come in close, please. Across my ornament there. See right at the bottom there? I drew a few little hash marks there to kind of capture that area that's glittery. Hi, Ruth. And one year, the cat and the dog were playing, and the cat would chase the dog down through the house, and they came back, and the dog was chasing the cat through the house. They jumped up on the sofa. The cat jumped on the sofa, so the dog jumped on the sofa right behind her. The cat ran down the sofa and jumped into the Christmas tree. The dog jumped on the sofa, ran down, and jumped into the Christmas tree. The whole tree came over. Vintage ornaments were everywhere. Not in good shape anymore. It's a good thing my mom's a pet lover. That's all I can say, because there were vintage ornaments broken everywhere because her cat and dog decided that they were going to have a romp.
We had
Yes.
candles lit.
Oh,
on
you had
our
lit
tree.
candles. Boy, that seems
Yeah.
like a good way to burn your house down, to have lit candles on your tree. Yeah. Well, I don't know anybody would do that now, but you did do
No.
that, huh? They
My
show
mom
that
and
in a lot
dad
of
did,
Victorian
Yeah.
sort of, of that's neat. But oh boy. I had some friends who had a squirrel that came in on their tree. No, it wasn't in Christmas Vacation, where they also had a squirrel come in on the tree, but I had some friends who had a squirrel that came in on their tree and played havoc. Have any of you guys had Christmas tree disasters? I wish I could find that picture of Lucky looking out from the branches. One of these days I'm going to come across that. When I do, Lucky's the cat I told you that used to stick his head between the stuffed animals who climb almost to the top of the tree. Well, some of these days I'm going to come across that picture, and when I do, I'll bring it in and show you, because that cat was so darn cute when he'd get up there and stick his head out between the stuffed animals. We got a perfect picture of him with his head. He was a tuxedo cat. Perfect picture of him with his head stuck out right next to Sylvester. Because when the girls were little, I decorated with stuffed animals. And that way they could redecorate as much as they wanted to without destroying good stuff, you know. I was pretty much an advocate of the idea that Christmas was a family holiday and everybody should have the opportunity to move things around if they wanted to. So we didn't scold the girls for redecorating. We just let them do it, but we controlled what they could move.
Ruth is asking if she missed the blindfold.
You did not miss the blindfold challenge. Margie's daughter, who picks up her granddaughter after school on Thursdays, was feeling ill today, and Margie had to pick up her granddaughter, so she isn't here today, and we have Bryce instead. But we Betty's bad cat ate the tails off all her antique birds. I'm sorry, Betty. That's hysterical, but it's also tragic.
I would see that all. I could see that.
Oh. Oh, we've deferred the blindfold challenge by 1 week because Bryce refused to do it. Watch me make you the bad guy, honey.
It wouldn't be a fair fight.
He says it wouldn't be a fair fight. Of course, he knows what the blindfold challenge is all about, so, and I don't. All I know is that they're going to blindfold me and give me a task to do. Thanks, Kathy Girl, for that, by the way. No, was it Kathy?
Probably.
Who started that? I do believe it might have been Kathy Girly Girl, but I'm not sure. Who started that blindfold challenge? No, Kim. Was it Kim R.? Who was it that threw down the gauntlet? I recall those were the words she used. And me, I've never been able to resist a challenge, so here we go. Now on this one, there's a little shadow of a pattern that kind of goes above the others, so I took the liberty of drawing in that pattern with my Stickles. Hi, Ms. Sparks. Good to see you again. Nice to know we didn't chase you off after the first visit. Oh, so Betty, did you let the bad kitty live? I'm sorry I laugh, but that is sort of funny to a pet owner. We now have, because we have 3 cats in our household, we now have all plastic ornaments on our tree. It was Kathy girl. You're welcome, Debbie. Oh, look what you get me into. Okay. All right. I'm going to stickle this last one and we'll take off and we'll do our last 2 cards. If you need to catch up, this is a good place. You can always do the stickles after. But everybody should, I think, be okay after this. What other kind of Christmas disasters have we had? Anybody burn the turkey or have the oven go out on Christmas Day? Or
Sure.
we've had that happen where the oven went out on Christmas Day. Fortunately, Bryce is quite ingenious at coming up with ways to cook things, so he took care of it in a roaster pan, a little countertop oven. But anybody else have any of those things that happened during the holidays? Or kids that got into their presents early? You've heard my story about getting into the Disney albums early. We were smart enough to find them, not smart enough not to take the cellophane off when we found them.
Roberta's here.
Well, good, Roberta. We were wondering where you were, friend. You and Mary are. You guys just don't miss. Okay. All right, I got my stickles in. How pretty are those? And then when this dries, they're going to be even more pretty. Only disaster was a house fire. Oh, wow, on your 8th birthday. Yikes. That's not fun. My stepdad was refrigerator repairman. Go down so I can see Annette's post.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Slide down the comments.
I want at the bottom. You want
I
to slide
want up. Yeah.
Well, you said down.
Okay, slide up. There we go. Put a few feathers on the old ones. Okay. Our refrigerator went out almost every holiday. Oh no, and your dad was a refrigerator repairman? That's hysterical. Okay, that's a good one. When we moved into this house, we bought new appliances, and Bryce bought a beautiful Jen Air range that went out over and over and over and over and over again. The motherboard kept going out on it. Anytime you'd cook anything at too high a heat or too long, the motherboard burned out. And that happened to us on Christmas once, or Thanksgiving once, and I'm not even sure. Okay. All right, let's make this one. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Oh, I love this one. Okay, we're going to use this far right border, or far left, far right, doesn't matter. We're going to use this border. And we are going to take our DL card. Now I want to show you what I did here. And there's a couple different ways you could do this. I want this foiled area to be in the middle. Now I went, let's see, I put this on like this. And I trimmed just a little on the light gray side so that this foiled strip would be right down the middle of my card. So that's what we're going for. We want that foiled strip right in the middle. And you don't have to trim off too much to get that. I'm going to take maybe a 1/4 inch in total off to get that right in the middle of my DL card. DL is just another name for 4x8. And I'm going to go ahead then and cover my cardstock directly. What did, oh, Betty G and the ornaments, is that what Annette's talking about? Oh, yeah, the house fire on her 8th birthday. Ooh, that's not good. We didn't ever have any really terrible things happen. Well, I guess we've had a couple hospital visits on holidays, though, haven't we, honey? When Jordan turned 2, she was all dressed up in her pretty Daisy Kingdom dress, their hair all fixed and her patent leather shoes on, and she ran down through the house on those patent leather shoes, and they slipped and she fell back and hit her head on the corner of the island in the kitchen. And you know how head injuries are. We took her to the urgent care clinic and they wanted to make sure everything was okay, so they sent us to the children's hospital. And that was terrifying. Yeah, they did. They sent us up. Yes, they did. They sent us to the children's hospital, and it was a couple hours when they finally put stitches in it, and they sent us back. Yeah. They sent us back, and as I washed I was fine during the whole thing. It was just like mechanical. Okay, do this, do this, do this. I was absolutely fine. Totally mechanical about the whole thing until we got home, and I was standing at the sink washing the blood out of her Daisy Kingdom dress, and then I cried like a baby. Oh, I sobbed. As it was all okay then. She had to have a few stitches, but she was okay. But oh, scared the fire out of me. My baby. Ugh. I remember that so clearly now.
I burnt my son. I did it. I had 2 of them, 2 years apart, 2 boys. And I was cooking boiled eggs, soft boiled eggs.
Uh-huh.
And you had to get the pan with the hot water to the sink quickly to cool them down. And I grabbed the pan off the stove and stepped back, and the little one that was crawling was right behind me. I fell over him, the pan went up in the air, and all the boiling water went down my other son.
Oh, no.
Oh, he had a blister from his shoulder to his elbow.
Oh.
And it was still red the last time I saw him, that spot. But to think that you did it, you know.
Oh my gosh, that had to be horrifying.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that experience.
Ugh.
I didn't have boiled eggs for a while after that.
Jordan also took a dive out of a shopping cart once. That's before they put little seat belts in them. Yep. Look away for 1 second to grab something off the shelf, and out she went, head first. She was wearing a fuzzy coat that had a fuzzy hood on it, and that kind of helped break her impact on her head a little bit. But anytime she does anything that I think is outlandish, I say, it's because we dropped you on your head as a child. Oh boy.
What we've done.
Jordan's still here. Hi, Jordan. Good to see you, baby.
Say hi to Lenny.
Hi, Lenny. Good to see you. Have a nice turnout today. Oh, baby.
That's right.
See what happens when you think I'm not around. Oh. Yeah, we had trauma when she was little. She was our first, and boy, did we make a lot of mistakes. I thought you were doing it on purpose, Kathy girl. Sometimes people create nicknames for others on here, like Roberta calls Catherine Cat. Okay, I put foam squares on my frame here, and I'm going to center this frame right in those right between those two beautiful foiled edges. Look how gorgeous this is going to look. It looks pretty already, and I haven't finished it yet. Gorgeous. Okay. And now I'm going to take this ring and I'm going to run a bead of glue around the inside of my frame. Better to do it in the inside of your frame than it is to put the glue on the frame piece to put it in, because then you don't get the glue all over when you go to put it in. Just run that bead right around the inside of your frame. Oops, I still got glue on it, but I tried. I tried not to. I still got glue on it.
Yeah, I got a little bit.
Just get a baby wipe it off. You don't want to leave it there. Even though it dries clear, it's nice if it doesn't have that.
I really have asked him if he'll be teaching a bow class soon. She recently bought a bow maker.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that. We're past due really for one. Can you put one on the schedule, Brittany?
What?
Put a bow class up on the schedule. Okay. So we got our frame inside. Forgive me, I was homeschooled. There are some tutorials out there that you can use as well. Uh-oh. Forgot to put the cookie sheet under it. Uh-oh. There are some pretty good tutorials. I recommend the there's actually like 2 or 3 of them that you can go through, but I'm happy to do it live for you too. That's fine. Okay. All right. We'll do it.
It's gonna be a little bit though.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit because we have classes kind of stacked up right now, but we'll get one in for you. In the meantime, hit those tutorials, Lenny, and see if they will help you with the basics of the bow maker, okay? Okay, you put foam squares on the layer in the middle. Look at the way those line up with that foiling. Isn't it gorgeous? Okay. All right, let's see. We're going to use this a little winter sparkle just for you topper down here in the corner. I'm going to actually put my foam squares in my corner as opposed to putting them on my little topper here. I'll show you where I'm putting them because I want to make sure that they hit in a place that they're going to hold that up. So I put them right here. You see them there at the bottom? Yeah, there's a little search bar on our video page, Lenny. Go to the tab at the top of your screen, just above your viewing, just above the little box I'm in now. There's some tabs up there that say home and video. Go to video, and then you'll see a little box with that magnifying glass. And that is your search field. Type bow making right there, and 3 of them will come up. Okay, there we go. All right. So we'll set this aside and stickle it in a minute. Everybody doing okay? All right, we got one left to make. We're going to put this on the other side of our card. We're going to use this topper. And we're going to use the season's greetings. Now I can toss that edge piece. I'm going to cover my card directly in my Silver Mary. Once again, I think I will take off just a tad, just a little bit off the edge of this one so that my card is more centered. I'm going to take about 1/4 of an inch off. Let's see how that's going to look. If that will be centered. I think that's going to be pretty good. Okay. And we'll tape this down. All right. Okay. Got my 3 rows of tape on my card. Center my cardstock on there. What's that?
Your DM card uses that whole section too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's how I did it. We just did the DL, so.
No,
Yeah.
I missed that step.
Are you sleeping over there?
No, I was helping your customers.
Oh, okay. Yes, I already did my deal. It had 2 borders. So. Good of you to check on me, though. I worked on books all night, so he knows I'm a little rummy. And that I could mess something up pretty easily. Okay. Yeah, we have almost 400 videos out on YouTube now. That's amazing, isn't it? Okay, this time I'm going to put my outer ring, because this is a pretty small box, I felt like I could make this work. I usually glue this one down flat and then glue this one and put the center up on foam squares. But this time I'm going to put the box up on foam squares. We have plenty of foam squares. Put lots of them on your frame because we don't want it to drop down. I have to confess I used shaker tape last time, but you don't have to as long as you use plenty of foam squares on it. Thank you, Betty McSorley, for reminding everybody about the thumbs up. The last couple of weeks have been much better now. We were a little skimpy there for a while, but it's looking really good this last couple videos. So I do appreciate you guys leaving the thumbs up for me. The thumbs up not only makes me feel good, which it does, and I like that, but it also counts towards the algorithms take into account your how much you guys like the video. Out of those who watched, how many hit the like button kind of goes into that calculation where YouTube figures out what videos they recommend. And so hitting that thumbs up button potentially helps bring us new viewers. So that's good. And of course, the more new viewers we have, the better for our future and continuing our classes.
Lenny asked a good question.
Yes,
Do you like
Lenny.
it best when we buy on Etsy or when we buy on your store?
Lenny, I like it when you buy. There's times, I will say that over time, our store will be our simplyspecialcrafts.com store will be the less expensive to go to. However, because I have done some specials and things on Etsy to just kind of grow our traffic on Etsy, Etsy can be less expensive than our web store at times, and the shipping's only $35. It's free shipping after $35 on Etsy. So sometimes for you, it's going to be less expensive to shop on Etsy. However, as a general rule of thumb, I have to mark things up on the other platforms, whether it's Amazon or eBay or Etsy. I have to push the prices up a little bit to cover the fees. Now, of them, Etsy has the lowest fees, so they're the closest to our store prices. But that, I just want you to buy from us. So I'm just thrilled that you're shopping with us, and anywhere you choose to shop is fine with me, my friend. Shop wherever you get the best deal on what you're looking for. That's what I'm saying. With us, of course. Okay, I'm going to put in the middle of my area there, I'm going to put a little bit of glue down. I actually overshot it a little bit. That was not one of my finer moves. I'm going to clean off a little extra glue. But I'm going to put that frame down now flat on my... Oh, I got glue everywhere that time. That really wasn't one of my finer moves. But I'm going to clean it off because I don't like stray glue. Even though it dries clear, stray glue on mirror board does not look good. So I'm cleaning it all off, cleaning up my mess. But now we're going to put that frame down in the middle there. There we go. That looks pretty again. I always like to have a little drying cloth and a baby wipe handy when I'm using glue, because sometimes I'm a schmuck. Okay, turn my frame a little bit, trying to make sure that my frame points are kind of centered on that. And now I'm going to add my topper to the middle on top of those. Instead of putting my glue right on there this time, I'm going to be smart and put it on my topper. So I don't get glue everywhere again. You can always trust me to show you what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Because I'm going to give you plenty of shouldn't do's too. By just watching me, you go, oh yeah, I'm not doing that. So I got my frame on some foam squares.
Somebody was asking about what her bow maker name is, and she has two sizes that are light green.
That's the blueberry. That's the blueberry bow maker.
The blueberry bow maker.
Yeah, it's kind of a light blue gray. Yeah, that's the blueberry. And I show some things on the blueberry in the last video. Both, you know, the truth is that making a choice between the red one and the blue one, some people like the heavier weight of the red one. It just makes them feel more comfortable. I think either one is fine. With the blueberry, you actually get two combs for the price of one, you know, because the little comb will do most of the things you want to do. Yeah, here, this one's the blueberry. And I don't know if you've discovered this yet, but this little clip pops off so you can use these individually. I recommend using them individually. They had some techniques for layering them up and using two separate materials, but in one of my last bow classes, I showed you how to do that without having the combs together and just using a single comb, and it actually, I think it worked better to just use the one comb. But your choice. Of course, you can try the double comb technique if you'd like. You have the option because you have two combs with the blueberry. Or if you want to tie hair bows and things too, this red one is awesome because you can tie some bigger bows with it. Either one of these will do any of the bows I show you. This is the one that comes with the magazine. Why does it come with the magazine? Because it was the same price with and without the magazine, so I bought up the ones with the magazines. That's the only reason. There may be a pattern or two somewhere along in there that you want to use, and you don't have to have the red one. It's completely up to you. It depends on if you want to tie some bigger bows. Also, if you have this one, you're good to go. But you can use either, or I have all of them. Why? Because I love them, and I have them all over my workstation. So I can grab one whenever I want it. I'm going to put some foam squares under Season's Greetings here. Roberta says with short fingers, the blueberry's better. So whatever works for you, you know, it doesn't matter to me. They're both great tools. dinner in Arizona. Okay, well, we are finishing up anyway. We're going to put some stickles on these last two cards, take a look at coming attractions for the next couple of weeks, and we will be finishing too. So nice of you to go or to come and see us, Lenny, and we will see you on Saturday, I hope. Saturday at 2. Nice for you to go. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. I'm not trying to say you shouldn't be here. Sometimes I'm an idiot, guys. There is our beautiful, beautiful card. Isn't that gorgeous? The only thing that's going to make that more gorgeous, yes, you guessed it, stickles. Let's get some stickles on this card. I'm going to do the 3 main ornaments. I'm just going to put a very light-handed, hopefully. Sometimes I find that it helps to kind of start my bottle, if it's being resistant at all, start my bottle on another sheet of paper so I know that I don't get that first bigger gush on my card. If it's going to gush, you never know. Okay, I'm outlining, I'm covering the areas that had glitter. I'm kind of following the faint lines up on that first rounder ornament. I'm going to outline this silver one. I'm going to put a little at the bottom.
Yeah, the girls reminding us cards without stickles is like fries without salt.
Oh yeah, that exactly. Especially Christmas cards. You've got to have some stickles or glitter. You know, it's the season of glitter, isn't it? I think it is. It's the season of glitter. Okay. Now we have sparkles. Isn't that just beautiful? I love the way the foiling plays together. Then you get those warm stickles in there, and it's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. Okay, that's 4 done. Let's bring the last one in. Stickle it. Love me these cards. These are beautiful. This one's especially fun to put the stickles on because it's the pattern's so much bigger. Still go light-handed though. You can always put 2 coats on. You don't want it to glom on. Just use a really light hand. Don't have to press the tube very hard.
Says her cards turned out very different since she only had 5x7, 6x6, and a DL.
Oh, okay.
Still very pretty.
You should send us some pictures, Betty, or post them. Why don't you post them on Facebook or send them to me to post on Facebook? It'd be interesting to see how they turned out. There's always a multitude of ways to make these kits, guys. Always.
I stuck that on wrong. So I did a border down. I don't know.
Oh, that's fine. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was crooked.
Susan wasn't happy with the way her card laid out on the paper, so she added an extra border to it, and it looks beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. Yeah, there's always a multitude of ways to put these together, and I don't even profess that mine is the way. It is one way. And you guys taking off and doing your own thing over time makes my heart sing. I like the fact that you gain the confidence and take off and do your own things with them. I love that. It makes me happy. Because that's what teaching things is all about, right?
Live to make you happy.
You live to make me happy. Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah, these ornaments on here remind me so much of my mom's green ornaments. Ooh, I shouldn't laugh at that story, but I still do. She had those for years and years and years, and then that cat and dog just destroyed them. Just destroyed them. That's the last year I remember we had the spotlight tree. Oh yeah, a shaker card with this one, or with any of these would be beautiful. Okay, we've done it, guys. 5 cards. How long did it take us, honey? An hour and 10 minutes? Wow, these really were simple designs. Anyway, that's okay. It's good. What matters isn't how long it takes us to make them, really. It's how beautiful they are when we're done, and that we're happy with them. And I'm delighted with these, so there we go. All right. We still had a couple little pieces left. I'm not sure this is enough to make a card, but you might be able to piece something. This certainly is big enough to make a card. And I'm going to save the brown and not save the blue. And let's take a look at some coming attractions, shall we? Brittany fixed me a box. And I love this, by the way, Brittany, all in order. It's so nice to be able to just pull out what's coming next and have them all together. I love that. Okay, this Saturday, October 30th, we have the autumn set. This is from Forever Florals, Autumn Days. This is called Falling Leaves. And we have this one. We have this one. I love this 3-tier. Oh no, Diane, never, ever, ever apologize for telling me I'm going too fast. That is exactly what you needed to do. Do not ever say you're sorry for asking me to slow down or explain something again. That's what it's all about, friends. So do not apologize. Okay, I love the way this looks by stretching the ribbon around it. Beautiful, beautiful. And Stickles is an important part of this kit too. We did not include another Stickles with this, but in this one, we're using, what's the golden one, Brittany? Let me see if I can figure it out. No, that's Stardust. There's one that's more golden for indoors. Is it Twinkle? This is it. I think. No, that's Diamond.
Is it the diamond?
It must be Diamond. Must be Diamond.
Golden red.
Yeah. Yeah.
You used actual gold.
Did I use gold?
Yes. Okay, I got that one.
Okay, I guess I used gold, but you can use. Yeah, I did use gold.
And your red out of your
Yep,
collection.
you're right. I did use gold, but you can use diamond, or you can really use any of them. The best will be the ones with the warm colors. As it turns out, I used actual gold, which is fine. But any of them are fine. So this one and this one, these are coming up on Saturday. 45 bottles, Kathy girl.
They made 45 colors.
They probably don't have 45 colors. She has 45 bottles because one can never take a chance on running out, right, Kathy girl?
You can't say anything over there.
I don't have 45 bottles of Stickles. She's got me beat. Brittany, she's got me beat.
Only because I tell you no.
Brittany says the only reason I don't have 45 bottles is because she tells me no. Next, all different colors. Wow. Next Thursday, we're going to do the Winter Village. This is part of the Contemporary Christmas. And these are the cards we're going to do. This is like the Purple People's Village. Formerly known as Virginia, it will become the Purple People's Village. Don't forget to get inserts. They look beautiful inside. They're not included with your kit, but they do look beautiful if you have them to use them. Oh, she has several Stardust bottles. Okay. So do I. Yeah, I have a couple of Stardust bottles. Although, like I've said, I use my bottles until there is just nothing at all left in them. And then I toss them. But if there is just an iota left in there, I'm using it till it's gone. Next, hello. I just dropped something off my table. Next Saturday, a week from Saturday, it's Poinsettia Day, and we have this super deluxe, incredible poinsettia set. We have stuff represented in just about every brand. It's amazing. We've got mirror board, and we've got poinsettia paper from Hunkydory. We have toppers from Hardycraft. We have this die from Couture Creations, originally priced at $17.95, is included in the kit. We have cards and envelopes from Craft Style. We have stickers from Find It Trading. We have pulled together materials from all over our store to make this incredible kit. This is a highly recommended kit. And it's such a good value because this die is actually included. Now you might be looking at that die and saying, I can't imagine using a die that big on my cards. Oh, we're not using it in full. We're cutting it in pieces. And it's beautiful. All right. So let me show you what's part of the kit. And then what are the inspiration cards? I kind of have them all mixed up here. So these are all inspiration cards. So basically what happened here, guys, is that I made up the kit, and then I had several sheets of paper left, and I thought, well, I'll make an inspiration card or two. We won't include everything, but I'll show them what they could make out of some of the scraps. And you guys know that when I get on a roll, I just can't help myself. I intended to make 1 or 2 inspiration cards. There was enough paper there to make 10, and I made 10. This, however, is one of the cards in your actual kit. Here's the topper from Hardy Crafts. This is the background paper from Hunkydory, and we're giving you stickers. You have these beautiful, these pieces of filigree work are that die cut up in pieces and added to our card. And they just add so much. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You will have all of the components in it to make 10 cards, but you will have paper enough to make 20 cards from this set. Here's another one of our toppers. I love the little snowman peeking out from behind the poinsettias. So darn cute. All the foiling and the glitter work on these toppers is already done. This one has a little tag in front that you can actually write on. And see the little feathery thing coming up out of the top? Doesn't that really do nicely to kind of fill that space? That's one of our dies. I love this one. I don't know what it is about this one, but it just warms my heart. Maybe it's the little fuzzy leaves or something in there. They're just pretty. It's just pretty. It really does it for me. So we have this one. Do we have the ribbon listed by the yard yet? No, but I will ask Brittany to put some up, okay? Or I'll put some up. One of us will put some up. Season's greetings. I'll try and get that up. I'll at least try and get that up to at least the red. I'll get at least the red up today for you. I love this one. Look at the way that plays out with the clock. Oh my gosh. We have lots of wonderful, good quality red ribbon in our store, but I've kind of spoiled you guys in the kits with our red double-sided ribbon, and I'll get some of that listed for you. Double-sided satin. It's so easy to tie because you just don't have to worry about which side's up. Look at that beautiful foil work and what that does for that card.
When's this class again?
A week from Saturday. This one has a little bit more masculine flavor to it, I think. I love this one. Ooh, totally love this one. Whoever would have guessed that those toppers and those poinsettias weren't made to go together? Isn't that something? Okay. Now, like I said, I was just going to make a card or two. I was just kind of playing with the extra papers, and I thought, oh, I'll make up just an inspiration card or two. You will not have the card blanks and the mirror board and you will have, you might have some stickers left, I don't recall, but you won't have all of the materials. You will have the paper to do these next ones I'm showing you. But most of you have cards in your stash you can use, and most of you will have mirror board. So I just made these up to inspire you. And I started, like I said, my intent was to make 2 or 3 just samples, you know, using up the extra paper. But I can't stand it to not finish a kit. And I ended up with 10 inspiration cards out of the leftover papers. This is just from the leftovers, guys. Just to give you an idea of what you might do with those leftovers. This is the one I was telling you that my borders were just way off. I just got it on the paper badly and I didn't want to waste it. So I used my border stickers to bring everything back into alignment. Yes, most of my cards are European A6 because that's what I have sitting here on my table. You could do these with A2s, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's the US standard. But I use European A6 for most everything just because I can get 4 cards out of a topper set like I showed you in class today. All of these are inspiration cards out of the leftovers. I really probably should have put my season's greetings on the background because it kind of disappears into the background there. I should have put it on a little tag. That's a good idea, Betty, that the little book might have some, for tonight's cards. That's great that you'll get some extra cards out of the little book for the ornaments class. Cool. I love this one. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's just the great big poinsettia, or it's the combination of Stickles. I don't know what it is. This is just one of my favorites. And this is my absolute favorite from the set. It's bigger than most we make, but I do love this one. This is made on let's see. This is made on a A5. No, yeah, A5. It's half of the sheet of Adorable Scorable. So this is Poinsettias for next weekend. Next weekend, you can get 10 cards from the kit, another 10 from your extra papers. You get a cutting die that is absolutely beautiful and versatile, and you will use again and again and again. And just the cutting die retails for $17.95. Figure out your cost per card on this kit, guys. You won't believe it. I think just the 10 cards work out to like $2.80 a piece, and you get that beautiful cutting die to keep and bonus cards. 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to make super cute little sheep cards. This one is called Season's Bleedings. This is 2 weeks from tonight. This is part of Festive Fun. We're going to make a outer easel card, outer dimension easel card. I like to look at it as a center step card with an easel under it because that's basically what it is. This turns out really, really cute with the papers from your Season's Bleeding set. If you have inserts, be sure to have those handy when we make this because it's beautiful to put your insert paper in as we finish that easel card. We get this one, Merry Christmas to You, EWE. And we're going to make a beautiful stand-up easel.
It'd be nice to send to New Zealand.
Oh, yeah. That'd be really cute for one of your kids.
Only
Have a warm and fuzzy Christmas, this one says.
Only they're on the beach. There's Santa on the beach out there. That's lovely.
There we go. This is 2 weeks from tonight. Season's Bleedings. Okay, I think that brings us up to date in what's happening. Again, I will get you a newsletter as quickly as I can. I do apologize for not getting that out timely, but sometimes there just aren't enough hours in a day. So I will get them as soon as I can. And I've also committed to post the double-sided red satin ribbon. And I have some good news for you. I have asked Brittany to create a Brit's Bargain for this week. She's adding it to the pens we have in Brit's Bargain. I've asked Brittany to put the intensity markers I showed you yesterday, plus the new ones, in as Brit's Bargain for this week. So you'll find those in Brit's Bargain. They're going to be $5 off per set. And that's going to be a great price on some markers that I am totally loving. I am really, really enjoying those. Do you have any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom before I let you go for tonight? Anything at all that I can answer for you guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys being there. I appreciate you supporting our little family business. It means the world to me to be able to bring you these classes, and that happens because you guys support our business with your purchases. So thank you so much. I'm going to say good night, Gracie. We will see you on Saturday.